y'all, this is Stacy with the Craft Room Diaries. Thanks for joining me today. For this process video, I loved the 3 little thing challenge so much that I decided to go ahead and do that again. Today I'm going to be using, I decided to use for one of my things is washi tape, tons of that, rarely use it, some theme stickers, and I decided I haven't used distress inks in quite a while. So I'll be using these 3 things in this layout. The quality of these photos wasn't great, so I decided to print them in black and white, which I think will be fun with the colorful ink and stickers. So I really can't wait to see how this turns out. Now, I wanted the title card of this layout to say Baking Memories and Cookies Too. So I printed part of the title, the Baking Memories, on the back of an old card, and the rest of the title, I think I'm going to build with some letter stickers or maybe even some stamps. I see so many creative ways that distress inks can be used, and honestly, I haven't used them very often, which is why I thought I'd challenge myself to use them in this layout. Although I'm really not sure if I'm good at this, but I'm just going to run with it. And then I found these tiny Studio Calico letter stickers in my stash, and I thought they would be a nice contrast and to put under the printed words of Baking Memories. But I'm working backwards with these letters because I've learned from experience the number of times I have run out of space after thinking that the letters would all fit from wherever I started. You know, even though you measure sometimes, I guess I mismeasure, but I worked backwards in getting those letters down. I found this little house from the My Mind's Eye Happy Days collection to add to the title card, as I thought the colors would work well with the stickers that I've chosen. And I also think it's fitting for the theme of the photos. These are from the annual Christmas cookie day that my mom does at her house with the grandkids. She's been doing this with them for over 15 years. And the kids are all young adults now, graduating from high school and some even in college, but they never miss it. And, you know, some of them even schedule off of work if they need to make sure that they can be there for this. So it's a super special day. Using these blank cards, which are simply cardstock cut to 3x4, and using a distress ink on them is something that I've never done before. But I think this is creating a completely different look. For me, scrapbooking is an outlet for my creativity. That's also a platform for me documenting and preserving the stories of our lives. So I like creating something unique. And although I do also enjoy working with kids too, though. But I'd love to know what you guys like. What do you get out of scrapbooking? Let me know in the comments below. I decided to trim down this picture to attach to the card with washi tape, because washi tape is what I'm going to be using, to look as though it was going to be taped on, which I'll come back to that later. I find myself popping around from section to section as I work on a layout. I guess maybe my ideas don't always come in order. I haven't torn paper in a while either, so I thought I would tear some strips and distress ink them to carry some color to the blank spaces in these bottom photos, as it feels like a lot of black and white. I haven't often done an entire spread with all black and white photos, but I think the colored strips will make a nice background for some sentiment strips and maybe some stickers too. Washi tape is one of those things for me that you know, they're all so pretty, and they may very well be reproducing in my craft room when the lights are out. And I guess I sometimes forget to use it. Now, I'm not really sure if I'm 100% in love with the way this tape down look is going, but I'm going to run with it. I try not to feel like everything has to be perfect, although I have been known to rip things apart if I totally hate it. And handwriting journaling is the same way. Sometimes I just have to redo it. But I decided to carry that same tape down look over to the journaling card as well, just for a little consistency in the layout. I'm really enjoying creating this entire layout from scratch, and I'm liking the distress inks with the black and white photos. So I pulled this set of circular stamps to build the blank card with the baking stickers. I like using stamps as they're versatile. They add to photos or journaling cards, and I especially like those without words because I can add my own words to it. After stamping one of the leafy circles and then punching the circle out to add to the center of the blank card so that I can arrange some of the themed baking stickers around it just to kind of create my own little layout spread card, sort of, that goes with the theme of the rest of the layout. I like the color that this is bringing in, and I get to use a bunch of these stickers, and I ended up stamping yes in the center of the circle. But my goal was to finish off this sticker set, but it's probably not going to happen, especially since I found that when I took it out of the package, it had 2 sheets of stickers in it instead of 1. I don't know if it was supposed to be like that, but I did use a good bit of them on the title card just to kind of tie everything together. And then I ended up putting quite a few of them throughout some of the other cards. So I used a good bit of them, but I totally did not finish them all off, but I guess that's okay. I've been doing a lot of organizing in my craft room, especially since I moved, and I've been running across things, and I'm like, man, I haven't used this in a while. Making a list so I can challenge myself to use them in future layouts. Things like sequins and wood shapes, buttons, paint, ribbon, fabric scrap, newsprint. I'm sure everybody has stuff like that just laying around that they haven't used in a while. But I think it'll be fun to use some of these things even, in a different way even than what I had used them before. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and share it with a scrappy friend. And if you're a new visitor to my channel, please consider subscribing. I hope you visit the Craft Room Diaries again soon, and I hope you're having a happy scrappy day.